Yeah, alright. Just gonna clean up the motor, start cleaning it. Took it to the car wash, degreased it, all that. And then I'm just gonna wire wheel it with the angle grinder and get all that surface rust off, and I'll paint it one day. I'll see how much I can get off. I won't go crazy, but I'll clean it up pretty well, hopefully. And then paint it. Yeah. Probably get Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. Wire from the wire wheel all over me. It's not working as good as I was hoping. Let's clean it up. It's looking better in some places. I'll show you. Oh. There we are. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Still like a rusty old block, but it's slowly happening. I'll keep going. Might even try and make like a homemade sandblaster or something, because wire wheel ain't cutting it, but there's still plenty of places I can get to, and then the whole other side, so I'll give it all a crack before I'm not going to give up, but not that it has to be perfect. I'm just going to end up painting it. Alright, this is where I'm at. That's what this side looks like. I think that's all I'm going to be able to do. Getting all, that's like, you know, getting in all the little creases are real tricky. And this is the other side at the moment. So you can, there is a bigger difference than you first think, but yeah, still not great. So I'll flip it over and I'll do the other side. Maybe I'll fire up the camera afterwards and just show you what it looks like, and then I'll probably get the pressure washer out, spray it down, and then see all the important parts, or probably the whole thing really, but just the important parts really, just the cylinders and bearings, all that. But yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm at. That and that. Alright, pretty much a couple of days later, almost a week later now, I tried to wire wheel it, I think in the last video, and yeah, it come out alright. Like the wire wheel, you can't get every spot. It's a little bit tricky. It's not like a little Dremel. It was on the angle grinder, so a little bit bulky. Could only get a couple. I couldn't get into like the deep grooves, and I tried to make a sandblaster with this thing. It's broken and old, and it didn't really work. So I've just assembled a brand new little sandblaster thing, and I'll show you the close-up because I tried to, like, I sprayed it with a bit of rust buster, and pretty much I left it over one night, didn't clean it off because it got too late that night. I was angle grinding, and I was working the next night, didn't end up cleaning it off, and it went all crusty. So then I thought, okay, this sandblaster thing isn't working, I'll buy one and I'll show you what it looks like. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, it's pretty crusty. I've taped it all off on top, underneath, because I might paint it as well, and I just don't think I want sand in the cylinders and all that. But yeah, pretty crusty stuff. So here the sandblaster is. Fill up with sand there, and it shoots out there. I'll set it up, and well, I'll just fill it with sand, and then I'll start filming. I'll start blasting it with sand. While I let the air compressor charge up again, it's cleaned off, but like it cleans it up a bit. It's nothing crazy. That sun isn't helping, but it's preparing it good enough to paint. I think it's not going to come out real shiny, but it's getting all that, like, there's just a lot of stuff on it, but it's got a nice feel to it now. Like, it's not as crusty, so I think it'll be good to paint. So everywhere, all over the floor, but you can sweep it up and reuse it. And I'll probably just air compressor it, clean it up after that, and then I'll give it a paint to, well, because Dad will come home, he's watching the footy, and when he comes home he said he'll get some paint for me, some high temp. I guess, yeah, if you can see, yes, that's what it looked like. That's what it looks like now. I mean, not that there's a massive difference, but when I air compressor it off, it'll be good. And it's and then after a coat of paint, it should be mint. I'll keep going. Actually come off really nice in some spots. Like you spray and you just watch all that crust just disappear instantly pretty much. Well, definitely it'll be great to paint now. Like, yeah, obviously it's not shiny and all that, but it looks great. Like when you're up close, it's nice and smooth and there's nothing on it. No grease or crust or anything on it. I'll take you over and I'll get some close shots, and I'll sweep up all this and start doing the other side. Yeah, it's great, I love it. Right, if I come over here, right, I don't know how to focus and adjust it, but like all that crust and stuff, and it's all in like all little cracks and corners. Can you see in there? No, it's dark. But you come over here, and like in all these little cracks and corners, they've all been cleaned up quite well. Maybe if I come with this on this angle, yeah, that's a bit better. Like, it looks really nice actually. I might want to paint it. It'll be hell good. It'll be real nice. So what happened, the gun actually got clogged, so I pulled it all apart and everything in there, it's all clean and all that. And this is, oh, can you see? Yeah, this is the sand I poured out of it, and as you can see, we've got wire from the wire wheel, because this is all just on the floor. I swept up before, a bit of grass and stuff, so I'm pretty much going to painstakingly pick that out and then chuck it in the bin, and then I will sweep it all back up, put it in, and move to the other side, I think. But yeah, I might even film putting it together, because yeah, even though it's pretty simple, self-explanatory, it's on the box, you just copy what's there. But yep, so that's what I'll do. Alright, so I fed it a bit of compressed air, fed all the parts I thought there was, so let's put it together. Back cap on, pretty obvious. You can change the fitting there, pulled it off, I did, so it fit our gun. And what have we got? So you get this white bit, get the bit that throws on, put it around, screws on. Nice. And you get this bit. So there's this with a bit of thread on it. Then you got this big chunky rubbery bit. Put the thread around the knob end. Slide him on. And then you get this T-piece. Thread end onto it. And you just thread it on. And it'll look a bit like that. And this bag, I don't know what exactly it is, but I don't know how, but it fills up with sand. So it's got a bit of that sand in there. I just put it on the ground here, so I'm going to sweep it up. It almost looks like that sand is bigger now I'm looking at it, so maybe it's just the heavier stuff that falls down. But hey, stretches around. Oh. Making it look tricky. It's not. Hose clamp, that has to go as you go around it. And then he goes around. Oh. So he's on. Let's tighten him up. And comes with a few different nozzles. I'm using this one. I think it's the smallest one, just so I'll blast more out. Is what I've been thinking. And that just pops right on. Now you got your sandblaster. Fill up with sand back here. So yep, that's that. I think I'm just going to put the other compressed air fitting on the air compressor and just blow it down, and then wipe it down with a bit of degrease and paper towel. So yep, I'll show you when that happens. I'll sweep up as well, actually. I'll do that first. Oh. Plugged again. It's actually just run out. So I think it come up really nice actually. All these really nice bits in here, they're like the easy to get bits that I could get with the angle grinder with the wire wheel. It's no longer got much crusty flakes on it at all. No more real grease. Like this thing was caked in just stuff. Just was no good. But it's come up really nice. I'll flip it around and I'll do the other side. Look at this. Cleaned it up and it's come up quite nice. I'm going to give it a paint now, I think. It's real nice. Nothing left on it. There is, but it's alright. It'll do. First build, make it look quite nice. This is mint. Love it. Alright, so taped up all the Welsh plugs and plugged all the bolt holes with paper towel. I don't know if it's that important, but I thought I might as well. It's all dry, good to go, ready to paint. Top and front, still taped off, bottom, still taped off. This side, a bit more stuff going on, so there's more bolt holes, Welsh plugs and oil filter. Yeah, he looks a little bit funny, doesn't he? Dipstick, he's coming off. These two are like oil sensors. And I didn't tape them off this morning when I sandblasted it, so I think there might be sand all through there. Isn't a problem. I don't know, I'm thinking, do I pressure wash it or compressed air or hose it out or something, but that's no problem. I'll paint it, I'll let it dry for a day or whatever, and then I'll do that before I start putting anything back in. I'll make sure I clean all that up, and then I'll set you up and I'll start painting. Should be hell good. Be real good. But I haven't done anything on the back because you're not going to see it, so that's all filthy still, doesn't matter. But yep, that's that. I want to pick the camera up, but it's Mum's nice camera, and to hold. So the tape didn't do a great job. I mean, well, I didn't do a great job taping, so I had to hold some of it down. That's alright. Wow. I'm gonna take a video on the phone. Alright, well, I might shut you down, and when it's fully dry, and I'll do a couple more coats, and I'll fire up the camera, and I'll give you a good view of it, because there's probably no point sitting here watching paint dry. Alright, well, see you in a bit. This is actually proper. This is good as. Taking everything off. Show you now. Look at that. That is mint. That's actually nice. Wicked as. Almighty, the almighty Barra. Anyway, I'll call the video there. Thank you for watching. If you did watch, if you've seen this, you watched it, so thank you. Next video, I will hone the cylinders. Got a cheeky little cylinder honer tool, so I'll do that, hone to the cylinders, and I'll whack the bearings in and get the crank and the piston in, get that all back together. Next video, and it'll be yeah, good as. But that'll be next week if I'm on track. And yeah, I'll see what happens after that. Thank you.